Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome to episode 2 of Puffin Planes, where we're creating our very own global airline company. Now in the last episode, boys, we pretty much set ourselves up for big expansions straight out of London in the United Kingdom. And we've managed to now spread as far as majority of Europe, obviously not all destinations, but pretty much all regions, and into the north of Africa. Now, this next quarter is about to end, and if we don't complete the goals each quarter, we will get fired. Now, we've completed the goals this one. I should really be exceeding my expectations, but we're trying to save the money to see what this next goal is going to be all about. So it says, congratulations on successful Q5. You managed to meet the shareholder expectations. So my current goal for this next quarter is to get at least 11 airport upgrades purchased across our network. And we've actually done 11, so I've only got to do one more. I might be able to exceed my expectations for the first time and get some sweet additional cash. So I'll take the cash first. We'll do some upgrades at a later date and see how we can get on. Now, boys, if you are enjoying this series and want to see more of it, want to see a third episode, smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you're not already. If you're not subscribed, don't rely on the recommended tab to be giving you the third episode. Subscribe right now, you fools, and you'll get notified when there's updates or there's new episodes do drop. So my goal is right now is to get those sweet airport upgrades. Now, Madrid is looking quite busy over here. We might see what upgrades we can do. I can reduce the landing fee, and increase the throughput per hour. Bam, that upgrade is done. Nice. Now, Rome is going to be another important one. So let's see if we can also increase the throughput per hour as well. Bam, and then one more, and I've exceeded my expectations, which is really exciting. Now, could Berlin do with any of these upgrades? I can increase the throughput there. What about London? There we go. We've exceeded our expectations, and with that, we're now going to hopefully upgrade the planes on the major city routes. So if you didn't see last episode, what I've basically done is I've made all the towns within a country lead to its capital. And then from the capital, we fly to another country's capital, which leads to all the towns. I know Dublin's not a part of the UK, but you get what I mean with this, right? You see where this is going. It happens in Berlin, and so on and so on. That's kind of how we're going to be utilizing it and using capitals as the base points to fly to and from. Which that means the routes between the two capitals does become a little bit busy. Now, on this line here, we do have a CTEL Pico right now, which has 25 capacity. But, right, we have the ability to get the leveling veteran. If I order one of these, which I think it might be better. Let me get rid of that. Is it better to select the route and add a new plane, the veteran, and then press play? Or at least fast forward until that time is done. And I might be able to put that brand new plane on there, which will then give me a spare plane left over, right? Let's find out what happens. I'm not quite sure how this now works, but is it done? Start the plane. I now have 2 planes. Can I get rid of a plane? Decommission that plane. So I've only got the 1 plane on right now, which is a 65 capacity, which is actually huge. Which I've got that Pico right now in my inventory, ready to use on another journey at some point. So if I go to these leveling veterans, and if I order... How many routes have I got, sorry? 1 there, 2... I mean, it depends, doesn't it? I can kind of order them as we go. I'm not quite sure how busy the Madrid to London route's going to be. But to be honest with you, we've already maxed out the plane. So that's interesting, isn't it? That's real interesting. Right, we're starting to get more cities now appearing. We've had a new airport open up here, a new airport open up over here right now. And we are getting busier and busier. So I think it's a case of we've exceeded the expectations. Let's hold out for the next quarter and see what that goal is going to be. Now, I don't want to expand too quick too soon. While that is a good idea, I could need the money on this next quarter. So I'm going to hold out a little bit and see what... I'm a little bit cautious is the best way to put it. Another new airport opened. Oh, damn, we are expanding down here right now, which we can bring all of these to Rome. It's their next closest large city airport. Now, I can spend some of the tokens. I'm doing some upgrades at some point. In-flight policies, increase the plane capacity, but decrease the comfort. Decrease the plane capacity, increase the income and comfort. Ooh. Free snacks, paid. Ooh. Or I could spend it on getting bigger planes. You know what I mean? So it's a tough one to judge just yet. It is a tough one to judge which will be the best route to go down. But I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush right now. As long as I complete my goals, I will remain as the CEO. Right, okay. We're going to do some expansions on this next one and get a few new destinations all connected up. So, where does this put us now? There we go. Ooh, hello. So, now the goal is to have a city in North Africa with I can't even English. Have a city in North Africa with flights to at least 6 destinations. And because I've exceeded my expectations, they'll give me 10 picos. Or I can get 57,000. Oh, this is a tough one. I'm going to go for the 10 picos. That does sound fun. That does sound fun. So in my marketplace, I've got 11 to now utilize. So a city in North Africa needs to have 6 destinations. Right. Okay. So if I choose Tripoli, I could go to Rome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a very, very big ask right now to get Tripoli up and running like this. But at least I've got the planes. So let me buy all these little towns and cities right now. So if I go up to first Rome and start that plane's route to Tunis, start the route to Constantine, start the route. So it hasn't cost me as much money as I was expecting it to have done. Because at the end of the day, oh, we're going to need a bigger plane on this one. We'll order the veteran. At the end of the day, right, we had all those big planes. Now, I have to order another veteran here. Start that one. That gives us all of our destinations to Tripoli right now. So that covers our backs with the bare minimum required and needed for that current goal. So that there is good. Now, if the quarter was ending now, I'd have 14,000 in the bank, and I'll be slightly worried with what is next to come. But this should make me some big cash. We got big planes going between the 2 African places over here, the east and west, and we got the center. But it's nicely kind of set up right now where we got these free connections then leading down. So we're kind of creating like a bit of a spider's web in many ways. Now, I think Istanbul, if we can eventually unlock it, will be great for the next connection here. We'll see how we get on with those. But other than that, I think now it's a case of I could add more cities to it, but I'm going to be pushing it, and it will leave me with barely anything remaining on the next upgrade. Now, right, it's like I could, this is the other thing as well, it's like I could connect all of these up here, but then the next goal on the next quarter could be connect the Northern European cities up. So it's like you don't want to do too much until you find out what the next goal is going to be, because I need to remain CEO. The goals and completing the quarters become my priority. Wow, okay, so that line got red then for a second. So it's definitely a busy line. It definitely like a busy line. So that's going to Casablanca. So the demand to Casablanca, only 4 a day? Well, then again, I suppose it's everybody going elsewhere from Casablanca onwards. Is how we got to look at it. New faraway airport? No way. Right, that terrifies me. The fact that we've now unlocked airports in America. Because it means there's going to be a goal on the next quarter at some point to low-key fly that way. Right, we should be worried. Now we should be worried. Oh, I'm now nervous to think what the next goal is going to be. Maybe we should spend some tokens or choose the tokens on the next one to get some planes from a further distance. Oh, I'm slightly nervous. I'm slightly nervous. Right, okay. What's his next goal? So, expand your presence in the Arabian Peninsula to serve 5 cities. Oh! Right. Let me grab a token and the cash. So, I've got 4. Because now we're down to here, which we could fly over to Dubai. And use Jeddah as well as the connections. Now, he wants me to fly to 5 of these cities. Or Riyadh. Oh, which one do I make I might make Riyadh the central location. So if I pick you, I know Dubai is more, well, it is in real life, but Riyadh just feels more central to this area, and we can bring everything towards it. So I'm going to go with you. So did I buy the place? Sorry. Let me, oh, the rights are getting expensive now, aren't they? The rights are getting very expensive. What about all these other places? How much are you? Okay, you're not too expensive, maybe because it was the capital. It was a bit much, but to Cairo, which we've got to get a veteran on that. Okay. And then we'll unlock you. You. We'll get Abu Dhabi. We'll get Dubai. And hopefully these are all Picos that we can use. Yeah. Yeah. Right, that does the bare minimum for the goal. Now, 3 more would get us the expectations succeeded. But there's only 2 other towns or cities I can expand to. So if I went to there, that would be number 6. There to there would be number 7. There's not another one available to get 8 unless we're going to unlock one when more cities get unlocked. That could be a thing. Right, what I'm going to do then is look at our upgrades and see what we can now get. So the next plane requires a long runway. It's a reliable jet, which eventually you can upgrade it to have an extra 60 capacity. Which I could do both of those now. If I unlock you, it's scary how you click it and it automatically unlocks, so you don't get a chance to see what it is. It has a capacity of 125. It's 15 grand though. But there is an upgrade I can do to make it carry an extra 60. That's terrifying, isn't it? That is terrifying. Right. We need to save up some money because it's getting a little bit out of hand. Now, I could create a flight from London or from Berlin down to Riyadh, but I think that might be a little bit too far. Istanbul will be a great stopover point leading over to it. I'm just not sure if I want to go down that road just yet. Or even Berlin to Cairo right now. Could be a good shout. It just depends on how busy these places do become. Right, so hopefully we'll see the money being made. A little bit of a fast forward, boys. There we go. Chunks in the bank, baby. Chunks in the bank. And you can kind of see where the most people are waiting. So the most people are waiting in Riyadh right now. If I view this airport, it's going to Barcelona, going to London, Palma, Berlin. We could do with a longer flight down to Riyadh. Right. Now, I could choose London. London, at the minute, it doesn't have the most amount of connections. Or I could choose Berlin. Now, if Berlin flew all the way down here, only the PAX 125 would work. So if I chose to order one of these and start, that's spending a lot of money. But covering that distance would mean I can move more passengers quickly. And the smaller planes won't be over capacity as much, trying to jump people from gap to gap. So all of a sudden, Riyadh to Madrid becomes 2 flights, whereas before it was 1, 2, 3 flights. New airport unlocked. Athens! Wow! I think I'm going to hold out for Istanbul to be the next spiderweb connection here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I couldn't... Oh, that's busy. That's a busy route. But the plane is now flying on it for the first time. I'm trying to select the plane. So it's currently got 64 people on, but it will load up right now. And it might get the full 125 on the way back. 91, 99, 104. Or it could do. It just depends on what's going down. Ready? There we go. 125 on the way back. New faraway airports unlocked as well. And that made over $1,000 in operating agreements in 31 cities. Oh, I'm only 3 away. Right, okay. So I'm going to take the money on this one. Right, so this gives me a little bit of freedom right now to do some expansions. I might be able to exceed the goal as well. Okay, this is exciting. So we'll go Madrid to Malaga. We've still got 3 Picos remaining. Madrid to Santiago. Madrid to Bilbao. Right, that's all my Picos then done. So 5 more cities, and I've exceeded the expectations. So we'll go Rome to Sassari, because that's how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. Bam. Rome to... is it Palermo? Palermo? I'm terrible at name pronunciations. I really am. Add you in. And then 3 more. So I could bring these to Rome, which is not a problem. Let me just see what else is around first. So we'll do... We'll go Stockholm to here. Now, I could bring all these to Stockholm. And then do a London to Stockholm connection because of how busy this will then become. So let's do that. How much have I got? I've got enough to kind of do all this. Right, let's put it in play mode while this happens as well. 1 more city to exceed the expectations. There we go. Now, do I just bring them all to Stockholm? I might as well, right? And then we'll do a connection from London to Stockholm. And I might use a veteran because of the larger capacity. And then eventually I can do Stockholm to Kiev once we get more connections leading to Kiev. So all it's about is creating the spider's web. That's all it's about. Now, flights from Tripoli to Madrid and from Casablanca to Rome would be a great idea. It's all about the crisscrosses, boys. It's all about the crisscrosses right now. It will enable me to kind of fly more passengers to where we need to get them. So somewhere like there, you would need a veteran. So it's 10 grand to order it as well. I'll leave that for now. I'll wait till there's more places connected and we've got more demand. So let's now just hold out for the cash. Oh, Reykjavik we've got set up. No place anywhere else, is there? I'm just double checking. At the minute, no, but you just never know what's going to happen. Whoa, these places are looking busy. Is it because the planes haven't got there yet? Or do we really need bigger planes? Let me just wait for these flights to be done. Alright, now they're back to being green. Alright, I have to keep our eyes on that. Keep our eyes peeled, boys. So, back on the routes again. Airplanes or routes with the most people waiting. So, order by passengers waiting. So, Stockholm to Berlin. So, that does carry a lot. It might be a good idea to upgrade the plane. So, we'll get a veteran on that. Order one. Our new airport has been opened. So, wait for this veteran to be ordered, then we'll decommission the Pico. We'll get more movement then. Alright, decommission you. There we go. So we should have a veteran on that one, yeah, which is why that route's not complaining as much. So that's all good. So where's that new airport that's unlocked? Oh, I thought that was going to be Istanbul then for a second. Alright, not bad, boys. Not bad. Not bad right now. We've really extended the company. And the connectivity is looking pretty great. Again, we're still going to hold out for other connections. But I exceeded the expectations this time round. So we should get a bigger boost, a bigger benefit. So money is looking good. Money's looking good. So all the lines, apart from Stockholm to Bergen, which is here, don't seem to be making much cash. Oh! Okay, here we go. So, have a city in Eastern Europe with flights to at least 5 destinations, which should be Kiev, which is perfectly set up. Now, I could either take big cash, and we might get an extra token, or we could take 10 leveling veterans. Oh, good God. So now, when you think about it, they cost 10 grand, which is 100. So I can either have 100 grand in planes, or I could have 100 grand in cash. I'm gonna take 100 grand in planes. Even though I won't need all of those, but now I'm gonna have flights from Kiev to other places. I'm gonna need them. So let's set this up then. This should be pretty sweet. We'll do Kiev to Izzy, is that how you pronounce it? And we'll get a Pico on that. Now, short distances, we'll go Pico. You know, there's no worries there with all of this. To Minsk, we'll get a Pico involved. Kiev to Vilnius. That's again, I'm not very good with pronunciations. And that does it. 4 more would exceed the expectations yet again. So we'll go we'll do Kiev to Krakow, which I'll do a leveling veteran because that is technically like a capital city. No, it's not a capital city, is it? It's Warsaw's the capital. We'll go Pico. 3 more, so I'm pushing it right now to Gdansk. Or we've not got enough money, so play mode. I really am pushing it. We'll do, while we wait, we'll do Stockholm to Kiev on a veteran. We'll do Rome to Kiev on a veteran. It's all about just creating the spider's web. And I'll do Riyadh to Kiev. Oh, you need a max plane for that one. Okay, we're not doing that one anytime soon then. So I need 1 more destination. We'll go to Gdansk. Order. Bam. I've exceeded the expectations yet again. So that gives me a little bit of confidence now. Right, but look at Kiev right now. Kiev is crazy. Has some crazy connections. So it's a good job. To be honest with you, we might need to change the plane here. If I put you in and then decommission the smaller one. So all the planes going to Kiev from the bigger cities are bigger capacities. So that kind of helps them out. Now I'll put a veteran on here and then decommission the small one. Berlin. I'll put a veteran on you. Decommission the small one. So it's just making sure that between capital to capital, the planes are bigger. You're okay. You're okay. We'll sort you out. And then you're alright. You're fine. Fine. Now between these two, I'll add it in because it kind of future-proofs me whether or not we need it or not. You're okay between these two. So it's a great way to spend or to utilize my veterans, but also gives me the ability to reposition the Picos into better places. So to there is a 65. So all the major routes are 65. Apart from that big one there to Berlin, it's 125. Where's that plane? 73 currently on board. Is it flying? Yes. Big stonks, boys. Big stonks right now. Right, this is glorious. So we might need to take the money on the next one. New airport unlocked. Oh, we've got Moscow. Right. That's a big one. So I think Moscow, we can do some flyovers. Or maybe like direct from London. Maybe from Madrid. And then from Cairo. And then from Riyadh. Because now it's extending the spider's web. But you'll need the bigger planes for that. Now, we do have 6 Picos in stock and 2 veterans. Now they want us... Oh, okay. This is going to be a big one now. But should be fairly easy. Should be fairly easy, boys. We've got to upgrade or have 22 airport upgrades purchased across the network. Or 24 for the... Well, only 2 more to exceed. So I could take 6 veterans, but I'm going to take the cash on this. And we got the token as well, which is great. So I'm taking the cash. So the new airports that we kind of got set up, we'll do some upgrades for these. Stockholm. I'll do a long runway. Might as well get that set up for you. Cairo. Riyadh. I just need 2 more to complete all of the upgrades there. Tripoli. Casablanca. Okay, we've exceeded the expectations. Which then puts me back to not having any cash in the bank. Which is fine. I'll take that. I'll take the no cash in the bank now. I've got 4.8 days to make some revenue. But we've increased the through route on a lot of this stuff. And I suppose it's all about now just grinding it out. We've exceeded the expectations as well. That was a fairly easy one to get done. So we'll just now see what the next goal is going to be. Yes. Very exciting, boys. Very exciting right now. Now, are all routes making profit? If you sort it by profitability, and then go right to the bottom, you can see a couple of routes aren't really making that much cash right now. So London to Rome doesn't seem to be doing that great. But you've got to wait until there's more cities connected to London and more connected to Rome, where there'll be an increased traffic. But at the same time, the plane's not always 100% filled up. But you've got to do upgrades to reduce the landing fee, the visitor chance, you know. So it's not a case of we get rid of the routes now because they're not profitable. They eventually will become profitable. Oh, there's now more places appearing. This is exciting. Yes, boys, this is exactly how we want it to go. So we've still got 6 Picos and 2 veterans remaining. Looking pretty good so far. What is this here? Delivery, right? I'm not sure what that even is right now. So if I was doing any upgrades, I could upgrade the middle seats of the packs. I could make the veterans 50% more fuel efficient and cost 25% less fuel. That will reduce the maintenance. So fuel costs 25% less, but it also lasts 50% longer. Yes. I've just made those veterans a lot more profitable. I really have. So maybe that London to Rome line will now start to make a little bit more sense. Now, it's cheaper to maintain it. Maybe. Maybe that will be a thing. But it's exciting, isn't it? I feel like we've done great. I feel like these expansions down into the Middle East are amazing. Over towards Kiev is great. We've done the Stockholm route, and we've got the north of Africa all now connected. So, long way to go. But like I said, I've got to focus on the goals. If I fail them, I'm no longer the CEO. So as much as I want to get everything all connected up from the get-go, you can't. You've got to make sure you got enough money in the bank to be able to pay for the goals of the next quarter. That is the challenge, and I'm absolutely loving it right now. Guys, if you enjoyed this, I want to see episode 3, then make sure you smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here, and until next time, I will see you all soon. So, goodbye.